If you were a kid in the 90s, you know those toy aisles hit different, am I right?
Yes.
If you were somebody, you went to Toys R Us.
From Furbies to Floam to some of the craziest chaotic board games ever created, the 90s gave us some of the most legendary toys of all time. But what happened to them?
Let's find out.
Well, let's find out.
Get ready for a nostalgia overload, and we are going to determine which one toy deserves the ultimate comeback.
One.
We are all going to agree on one toy.
No.
I need a top 5. Like a top 5.
I know. I have a list of like 300. I can't. What?
Wow.
On today's podcast, we have Jayse,
Big Jayse!
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Kalilah,
Hi.
and Doc.
That's me.
Because we all old, right?
What?
We were all alive in the 90s.
What?
Yes.
Why did she do that?
Yeah. Doc's actually a time traveler, so we don't know how old his age actually is.
Are you 33?
It's very appropriate because he could be.
Because of his shirt.
He's wearing a shirt.
This is Gerald from Hey
Gerald
Arnold.
shirt.
Thanks. See, she knows
The
what's
Gerald shirt
happening.
from Hey Arnold from the 90s. This is
Bow, bow, bow,
Gerald's
bow, I'm on
shirt.
team. Bow, 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 bow.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not dressed 90s
I have sparkly
appropriate.
pants on.
You are very nice.
Very
I have
Britney
sparkly
Spears.
pants on and a whitewash jacket, so I'm 90s.
Nice.
I love that jacket.
Before we get started, to all of you guys who are watching, listening from where you are, please give us a 5-star rating on Amazon Music, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast. It really helps us continue to make this show for you. Share it with your friends, share it with your loved ones, share it with your enemies if you hate us and you think that we're terrible, but whatever. Share it. It would really mean a lot to us, right?
Yes, please.
That's great.
As tradition has it, because Joe has set a crazy, terrible tradition, we do have an improvised theme song that happens for every episode, and Jayse volunteered.
Oh, thank God. I was like, I can't do
Yay.
that.
I'll do it. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Welcome to ReactCAST 90s edition. Yeah, it's 90s. Toys we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about some Floam and Furbies gack. Oh yeah, we're making fart noises with our gack, playing pogs and a slammer attack. Oh yeah. Don't forget to feed your Tamagotchi. Bop it and sling it and skip it. Yeah, let's rock it. Oh yeah.
He's right.
Oh!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 90s. 90s. It's some toys for you.
And me.
Wow.
All right.
Well
All right, well done.
Felt good.
Well, we can't start talking about 90s toys without talking about all of our favorites, right?
Yes.
So there were so many toys that were so iconic that if they were re-released, we would buy them again in a heartbeat. What are some of your favorite 90s toys?
Definitely Tamagotchi. I'm saying that off gate because I felt very, very responsible. First of all, I have 4. So to
What?
have 4 children while you're going to middle school in the middle of the day,
That's a lot of
dealing
responsibility.
with those, they were
Yeah.
dying. It
But
was a lot.
You're putting a Tamagotchi already instantly over the Poochie?
Yeah.
I loved coming home to a Poochie, and it's like it's a pet that I don't need to take care of. That's not chirping in my backpack.
What's
'cause
the
it
Poochie?
poop.
Wait, what was
The
the
Poochie
Poochie?
was like a little small robotic dog.
The backflipping
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it would
yeah.
be like,
That was a cool dog. Yeah.
It's like, all right, I got a dog. Versus, oh, I
brother had
pooped too much
that.
and you got to clean it up. And I was like, I'm taking a math test right now, bro. Like, can you please give me 5? I'll take
Okay,
the
so
Poochie.
yours is Poochie, but we both like to take care. Aw, we're
Yeah.
sentimental, caring for
Aw.
things.
Yeah.
What about you, Jayse?
Favorite 90s toy?
Yes.
How about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures?
Oh my God, I was the pink one.
Oh, God. I mean, they've been
Kimberly.
re-released.
Her name.
They've been
Kimberly.
re-released.
You kidding me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I was the pink one, Kimberly.
You're talking about Power Rangers.
Yes.
You're talking about
Yeah.
Power
You're talking about
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
BX represent.
Yes.
Love it. I love it.
I had to get
Are
my
we on
Power
the same
Rangers.
page?
We're on the
stance.
same
We're on the
page.
same page.
'Cause-
That's fine.
Okay,
that-
but I said
there-
turtles,
Yeah.
but you were in your head. You were like Power Rangers.
Yeah,
I
I
heard
went
Power
there.
Rangers.
I went
I
there, too.
I was with you though, and I loved that you went to Kimberly because I knew who you were talking about, and I was like, yeah.
And I was like, I thought
Let's go.
the girl turtle had, she had a light blue.
There's
Venus.
There's two different
Yeah,
female
Venus.
Ninja Turtles. One was in pink. She didn't last. Her name was Kirby. And then there's one that was in baby blue, and her name is Venus.
Yes. Wow. Deep turtles knowledge right now.
You want to talk turtles?
He's
We can
fan.
talk turtles.
He's a
So
fan.
did you know?
I have turtles trauma. Can I have 2 seconds of turtle trauma or no?
Okay.
Okay. I went to a sleepover. This is something you did, I guess, in the 90s, and you'd bring toys.
Correct.
I brought like all my Ninja Turtles. My mom dated different guys, and they would buy turtles for me. Like they thought that was the currency, right?
Yeah.
Now I just went to therapy. Okay, hold on. So stay on the rails, Jayse. So I bring my turtles over to this kid's house. We have the sleepover. I leave in the morning because I got to go to like baseball practice or something.
Sure.
I don't get the turtles back. Weeks goes by. My mom reaches this kid's mom, and she's like, "Oh, well, those were ours now because you slept over at our house."
What?
Those are ours now?
And he is the youngest of like 3 boys.
Okay.
He smashed them all with a baseball bat. I'm not kidding.
Did you
Josh.
egg his house?
Wow.
Josh. Oh,
Josh?
Josh, we're gonna.
Wow.
get Josh.
we would go catch fish, suckers, and like bottom feeders and throw them in his pool every summer. He traumatized me.
Wow.
You stole my turtles, Josh. Not cool. All right, I'm sorry. That was way more than 2 seconds.
All right, I have a little Price is Right game to play.
Yes, $1, Bob.
Oh, no.
Well,
$1.
yeah.
$2.
How well do you think you remember the price of toys in the 90s?
Not
Oh,
at
I'm on it.
all.
No, I do.
I
Sure,
don't
my mom
because
bought
of
me things.
inflation. I don't remember. I wasn't
Inflation?
buying it.
I remember because of the stickers. You'd have
1999.
like you had the price.
Unless it was on
right?
an infomercial like for sock and boppers, and it's like you can get 2
have
pairs
this.
for $19.99 if you call now. Like, yeah.
Love the sock
Oh,
and
the
boppers.
infomercials.
Sock and boppers.
And moon shoes
Yeah.
too. It was
Moon
like
shoes.
moon shoes and sock and boppers. You're like, let's just do
At the
both.
same time.
All right, we're going to do a quick original retail price of them. The closest without going over will win the Floam that we have on the table.
I
Which,
want that.
do you remember Floam?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay. It was like a pack that came with GAC. They like paired it with GAC at first. But
GAC?
tell them what it is. Tell them what Floam is.
No, it's like putty, but it's really small balls together. So it's
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
OG
yeah, yeah, yeah,
slime.
Yeah. And then
But
if
it's
you
so-
leave
it's
it
not
out
as
too long, it
messy.
like hardens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
With GAC.
So
Yeah.
it came in like a 2-pack with
We're
GAC.
touching it.
And
It's
they
so
launched it.
squishy.
Like Nickelodeon was like selling stuff around
Yeah.
the time of like Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
And you're like, make a fart. It was like a fart maker.
Oh, yeah,
GAC
yeah,
was
yeah.
a fart maker.
I remember
had
that
a
one.
fart maker.
It was
And then
the-
I was
it
like,
was the
what's
putty,
GAC?
Yeah.
They rebranded.
All
It
right.
worked well.
The
Well,
Tamagotchi was released in 1997. What was the original retail price?
Can I just say it or will we write
Yeah.
it down?
What we're guessing?
Oh, it was $14.99.
I'm going $29.99.
I'm going in the healthy middle at $17.99.
I think it's $19.99, so I think that that's a good one.
Doc got it on the market with
Nice.
$17.99.
Wow.
Good job.
Big boom.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay,
All
let's go,
right.
boy.
Game Boy Color.
Oh, you have to win the whole round.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Okay.
Doc
Game
was
Boy
just
Color.
taking the
Nice.
Floam. All
Yes.
right.
Okay, that's
Uh-oh.
okay.
Game Boy Color, Kalilah.
$64.99.
Ooh, that's a good number.
Doc,
I'm just gonna go $59.99.
I'm going to go $89.99.
Oh my god. Oh
That's
my
a
god. Oh my god. Oh
crazy
my god.
amount.
Kalilah gets it. It was $69.99.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty good.
What did
Okay.
you say,
I
Kalilah?
really was gonna go 65,
Yeah.
but I was
Yeah.
like,
That
let
was
me
a
just
good
drop
guess.
it. We're fine.
65.
All
We're
right.
fine.
The craziest toy that caused the first riots. I feel like it.
Tickle me, Elmo.
Tickle me
Tickle me
I said
Elmo.
it first
Oh.
in my head
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah.
you said it.
1996.
But how much?
$30.
This
Okay,
man got a
$30. He's on at
concussion.
$30.
Oh,
Do you want me to go next? You want to go
yeah,
last?
You go. You go.
Oh, the
Okay,
man with
okay.
the broken ribs.
I'm going to go $24.99.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with $1.
Oh!
Oh.
I'm gonna go $1
Let's go.
because I feel like it was $19.99.
It was $28.99. So Jayse
Oh,
gets his
Good job, Jayse.
What did I say?
28.
24?
You-
99?
24.99.
Okay, sounds
Under
like-
my.
Okay, you guys are all tied. For the win, we're gonna do. Tickle Me Elmo was one of those things that caused a huge craze with people selling them. eBay sort of just started. What was the highest price that one sold for on eBay that year?
$1,700.
Wow.
You go next.
I'm going next again. You're going to $1 bob it again?
No. No. Because it's over 1,000.
$850.
1,400.
Kalilah gets it. It was $1,500.
What? Kalilah.
Yay!
Wow.
All right, the Floam is yours.
Yay!
Well played, Kalilah.
Pink
I
Floam,
get the
anyways.
Pretty cool.
So talking
Floam.
about toys, what were some of your others? Okay, I learned this from all of our Gen Z kids. What was your memory of Polly Pockets?
Polly in my pocket. That's all I got.
Polly Pocket were like these little tiny, really small figures
Animal
that were like,
things.
you could certainly lose them easily. They were tiny and they fit inside one little like play set.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
almost
right
like
here.
this, yeah.
And then they re-released the Polly Pockets because my nieces have these like taller ones. I'm like, what is that guy? That's
So
not a Polly
they were
Pocket.
actually pretty. They weren't super tiny. So I remember them. They were toys. They were like
These.
smaller dolls. They would
Right.
come in like a little like clamshell case.
I remember this one.
But have you seen them now? They're like this tall now.
However, when I said Polly Pocket doll of the Gen Z kids, they go, "Oh my God, we used to chew on the clothes."
What?
Oh,
All
of
of
the
them
new
said
ones.
this?
Of the
No,
new
no,
ones. right?
of the ones from the '90s.
Why?
What?
That's so interesting.
Are they okay?
Are there any clothes in there that we can observe? Or?
They were like silicone-based toys, and so apparently, like the older kids, like all of us, would play with Polly Pockets, and our little siblings who were like teething
Smaller.
toddlers
Yeah.
Was
would
chewing
chew on them.
Maybe that's where the
And, like,
the Tide thing came
I
from.
I swear, all of our Gen Z producers, Ash, Kat, Gina, Zach, who runs our casting, immediately were like, "Yeah, we
used to
chewed
chew on
on the." They're like the shoes
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
the
shirts,
shoes.
and I was like,
Those are the
That's
"This
tickets.
is so
Insane.
weird." Yeah.
That is really
insane.
weird.
What were some of your other favorite toys from the '90s?
The sock 'em. You were talking about the
Sock 'em boppers.
Not
sock 'em boppers.
The
That's
sock 'em
That was,
boppers.
I'll say that one.
That was the '90s.
How about a super soaker?
I-
The squirt
I-
gun.
The Super Sucker was first named the Master Drencher.
The Master Drencher.
Yeah, and then it got rebranded.
Why?
Super
Huh?
soaker.
Why did it get rebranded? Because alliteration is key. So Super Soaker double S, you can make that marketable.
Wouldn't it have been like silly super soaker then? Would have been even
Super-
better.
Because then you get the
Super
Super Soaker
Soaker.
Supreme.
Super soaker.
Super
Super
soaker.
soaker supreme.
My Buzz Lightyear was my best friend growing up.
Aw.
So yeah, that's my number one toy. But
Not
he's
Woody?
not going
Is that
anywhere.
cute or sad?
No,
I
nobody
can't
wants-
tell.
It's a rag doll. There's nothing you could do with Woody. He can't even like stand up properly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Garbage.
whoa,
Whoa.
Let me defend Woody here, okay? Somebody's poisoned the watering hole, all right? And
Somebody's poison.
someone's got to alert you of that, you know?
Look, if there's a snake in
his
your boots, get new boots. Are you dumb? Or just like flip it upside
Shake
down.
the
with it.
snake out, Woody.
There was like this robo dog dog that my brother had that was really insane in the 90s. It had so many. You could flip around, do different voices. It would record your voice. I forgot what it was called. Did
Talk
you see
boy.
that?
The talk boy?
The Poochie.
But it was it?
That was like the talk boy pooch?
No, but
Poochie?
was that silver?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
And
it was
it
called
either
the
had
Push-
like blue or pink ears.
Do you guys remember Beanie Babies?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Trolls.
Trolls.
Go home. I like how the Beanie Babies had like stock market kick, so to speak, of just like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but during
Oh,
like,
the boom.
COVID,
The
there was
boom.
a
Beanie boom. Yeah.
And we used to have like a big, huge Beanie Baby collection, and I guess we just like gave it away, but we didn't remember if we gave it away, so we're searching the entire house because like each one of these are worth like thousands of dollars, and it's like, where the hell is Bruno? I'm sorry.
Where's the Princess
Where's
Diana?
Bruno? Where's that dog? It's
Where's
like,
the dog?
Well, I'll say the
Where's
Princess
the Jerry Garcia?
Diana one reportedly sold for like $100,000.
$100,000.
That's
the most expensive
That's
one,
what
like,
I'm really
ever, right?
hoping.
Yeah.
Pops are gonna be the
Pop-
Funko Pops.
Oh,
Funko?
Funko Pops.
The Funko Pops. Yeah, I got a big
That's what
collection.
people
So I'm
are
just hoping that
hoping.
like 20 years from now, there's gonna be like, if you got this one, it's $100,000. I guess.
I
you
still wish
Well,
I
I
had
was-
my Pokemon cards from the 90s.
Yeah, I
That
would
would
say
be really
because
cool.
Pokemon
Gave those to
cards
my
were
cousin.
from the
Came back.
90s.
Yep, yeah.
Now I can't escape Pokemon cards on my feed.
Yeah.
Do you have it on
Do
your
you
phone? You
keep
should probably get some
looking?
Pokemon TCG. If they should sponsor this episode as well.
He's being so serious. Look at him in the eyes.
Get on it. It's the best.
All right, well, you can't talk about those, but you guys already mentioned moon shoes.
Moon shoes.
There were so many toys in the 90s that were also banned for a lot of different reasons.
Oh, slap bracelets. Remember slap bracelets? Those
Slap
were so
bracelets
dangerous.
were not. No, you sound like you just had a bad experience with slap bracelets.
People, no, they banned them because like they were coming out of the little cloth and then they would just be like sharp metal. And kids were like getting cut.
I've never heard that. I just
Slap
know that we used to
bracelets.
slap each other with the slap bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like banned from schools because kids were getting too aggressive with them. These are
Yeah.
like actual toy recalls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back when
Um,
safety protocols.
Things that you can choke
So
and die
loose.
on.
The
Yeah.
things that were causing actual full news cycles were getting kids
Wow.
sent to the hospital or the ER, and like the companies had to do full recalls.
Okay.
Moon shoes.
Wow.
Nice.
Because
'Cause what? I guess you could roll.
A lot of rolling
Yeah, you could roll
ankles,
ankle,
hurt,
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
ligaments, yeah.
You literally strapped trampolines to your feet.
And
What
it was
did you?
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the best. Have you ever jumped from your second story balcony to see if How high could you reach?
It
How
sounds
much
like
recoil
you
is
did.
there?
But also on top of that, the straps were not super secure, so the
Yeah.
straps would snap a lot, and that was part of the recall.
I must have good moon shoes.
Oh my gosh.
That like in
That
your
is
foot
just-
didn't fit on it. It was just like this
Yeah.
green, like
so
It's a
weird
one-size
thin
fit all,
plastic.
and
It
it's
was
like,
like, oh my god. But the kids that had them, I always just wanted to go to their house and be like, "Can I try your moon shoes? Those are really cool."
Do you guys remember lawn darts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jarts.
Jarts!
I didn't know those came out in the
Jar-
90s.
Those got banned because they literally are sharp
just
weapons.
weapons,
Like
yeah.
my
Right.
grandparents had them, and we would play them at get-togethers. That would
Yeah.
be like, okay, we're playing jarts. And you set out the rings, and you throw these spikes in the air. There's just kids wandering around.
Yep.
Jarts caused 3 deaths and
Wow.
over 6,000 injuries.
Oh, okay.
That ratio
3
isn't
deaths.
bad if you think about it.
What if you're the 5,999th person and you're like, I'm still gonna risk it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Biscuit.
still,
Go for
I'm
the
a
biscuit.
Jarts fan till I die.
Love it.
And sure enough, he
And you
died.
Wow.
But the Consumer Product Safety Commission banned them completely.
Yeah, I've never seen them since.
Yikes.
Now we're cornhole boys.
Cornhole. Cornhole it is, yep.
Yep.
Ladder ball? Anyone ladder ball anybody? That was something we played. No?
Ladder
Do you know, it's
ball.
like 3
Yeah,
rungs
yeah.
and you throw bolos at it. It's a Midwest thing. I don't know.
Sky dancers?
Is that the?
Wait, were those the you shoot them?
Yeah.
And they like flutter down?
had those.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, those were cool.
Did you know that there was a boy version?
No, what was it?
Was there?
Sky Prancers?
Comper?
They're called dragonflies.
Dragonflies.
Okay.
I know Dragon Tails.
But why do you think those were banned?
No, Veggie Tails.
Dragon
Because could you hit
flies?
yourself
Because you
in
could
the
shoot them in the
eye?
eye,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a-
They'll
Hit
put your
yourself
eye
in
out.
the eye.
Random projectile that could go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
well, where are you going?
Yep.
Well, like
They're-
Nerf guns, too, though. I mean, we would shoot those at
First
each
of
other's
all-
faces.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
Nerf is still alive and strong.
Was
they-
Nerf 90s?
It was like 80s, 90s.
Maybe it's 80s,
Sure.
yeah.
But yeah, with over 150 injuries, they were recalled. And in 2000, the company that made them was forced to recall over 8.9 million units.
Wow.
Wow.
Editor
That's a lot
man,
of
can you
units.
do me a favor and throw in the video where it's the little girl? It's like Christmas time, and she first pulls it, and it goes, and goes straight into the fire pit, and she's like, "Christmas is done." Oh my God, I laugh every time. Christmas George is like, "I wanted this." Woo! Straight to the fireplace.
But like based on those, it really changed how toy manufacturing happened, and they put all these safety protocols in place.
Because of that specific toy?
Well, because of all of those,
Okay.
Yeah.
there were a lot of toys that just sort of
Sure.
did that. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, we definitely grew up in a different era, and I feel like everyone's a lot more like bubble wrapped and protected. And I
Yeah.
feel like having access to those things made us tougher.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. I think everybody now is a little bit too like we're overprotecting. What's it called? Overcorrecting of just like, oh, now it could cause no injuries or anything like that. If I grew up with no injuries, like I'd be a powder puff. Like you don't become a man until you become a man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But then you'd have a kid, and you're like, I have that idea when your wife's pregnant, and then you have the child, and you're like, oh no, I'm an Apache helicopter actually parent. I'm an attack helicopter. I'm such a helicopter parent, so I don't know.
Was
So
like,
you
did
don't.
you
I don't
ever
do
toss
everything
your
for my
baby
child.
up?
I let her do like everything that she can. But man, we are so overprotective compared to when
so
we
in
were
the
kids.
words
It's
of Miss
crazy.
Frizzle,
Yeah.
it's take chances, make mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be a healthier balance. You know, you have to have some risks. So they need to go outside. They need to get sick. Build the immune systems. Like there's a whole purpose.
Yes.
I'll say,
Yeah.
speaking
Germs
of-
are good.
Do you remember Aquadots?
No.
Aquadots.
They
That
were
Yeah.
these.
doesn't sound familiar.
It's a cool name though.
No, that's not the ones that you peel off of the
Off
paper.
the paper?
Right?
No, that's what I
And
was
you would
thinking
eat
too. But those
paper?
aren't called aquadots.
Okay.
But I would eat the paper.
No, but those are
of course, I'm
But
gonna
you
eat the
couldn't-
paper.
Those are
yeah,
dots.
You couldn't take it off. Those
Dots.
are just dots.
Those are just
Yeah.
dots.
Okay.
Definitely gonna eat
I'm
the
like-
paper. Let's be
So
honest.
Aquadots were these toys that you could fuse the beads together with water. However, they contained MDMA on their coating.
What? Where do we get? Wait,
Not
I mean,
giving the kids
how did they?
Molly.
What was that?
What?
What?
So it's not even advertised to be eaten.
No,
Oh, you
Okay.
weren't supposed to.
you weren't
eat it.
supposed to eat that.
Oh, but But because children are children.
They put things in their mouths.
And they were getting smacked. They were getting, could you imagine?
They were like, I'm really feeling this. Is this the Elmo slide? Oh, shit.
I mean,
oh, shoot.
The sad thing is a lot of kids did slip into comas or had seizures because of
See, I
this.
shouldn't have made that joke then. Yeah, I should have waited. I should have waited for that before I made jokes.
I would hate to be like,
right?
That was my little
See, you just hit
brother.
the brakes because she gave you the full context.
But it did highlight in the industry how a lot of companies use coatings on things, which, like, I think we probably ingested a lot of stuff. Not to throw it off track of toys, but Teflon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Noodles.
What?
Noodles.
Noodles?
Teflon, like the coating on a nonstick pan.
What about it?
It's real bad for you.
That's real bad for you.
And
it has forever chemicals in it.
And it was made, and we were eating it, and it was bad for us.
So, do you guys ever go to like? Did you guys ever go to Chuck E. Cheese's? You could still go. We're not allowed.
Yeah, I was like, I went last June actually for a birthday party.
And you know, like when you get your tickets, and like the very cheapest prize was like the little ninja that was made out of like a rubber thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would chew on the whole family, every single color. Didn't matter.
I'm so old that it was a little army man for me.
Like
but I
Toy
know the
Story.
ninja you're talking about.
Okay,
Mine was like the little army guy.
Okay,
though.
so just imagine, to you guys, that's apparently what Polly Pocket Clothes was to Gen Z.
yeah,
Right.
I would chew on those army
Chewing
guys
on
though.
the army
Yeah, but
guys.
that was meant for chewing.
And it was definitely not meant for chewing on, Doc.
But first of all, no. We took a whole toy and just insert here. Cool. To go, I specifically just want the shoes. Those.
If I
kicks
don't
are
have
called.
I
I need my
can't
fix.
have it.
I need my fix of the flops, bro. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
They probably were just looking at their closet, okay?
Like it's a
Okay.
pantry.
Edible shoes, right.
Cabbage Patch Dolls actually are starting to make a comeback right now, which is so crazy to me.
Really?
Do you remember
I
Cabbage
don't know
Patch
why.
Dolls?
Yes,
oh,
I
yeah.
No, we
Cabbage
for sure
Patch.
do.
I
I
definitely
just feel
like
like
Did
it
you
was.
have one? Did you have a cabbage
with
patch
the
doll?
Did you have the
cloth
snack time?
body,
Yes.
you know, because they're
And like the
head
head, the hard head.
the hard
Yeah.
head.
Yes.
The cloth body with the hair. Yeah.
Do you remember the
Wow.
Snack Time Cabbage Patch Doll?
What was that one? Snack time.
You like feed it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So she ate. And
She ate.
Remember
Yeah.
that.
She
'Cause
ate.
There was also the like baby piss a lot or something like that. I
baby
remember
wee wee.
that. Yeah,
Baby
there we
wee
go.
wee. Yeah.
did
Baby
not-
piss a lot. That's what they went with, Doc. That's what. Yeah, they were like, "Yep, print it."
But the Snack Time Cabbage Patch Doll didn't have an off feature. Actually, there were a lot of toys that didn't have an off feature.
Yeah. It's a
Bit of a glutton
concept.
then, huh?
Yeah, but like kids' hair and clothes and stuff
Would
would
get
get
caught.
stuck.
in-
No.
Wow.
So kids lost
Went through
fingers.
a lot.
Before I make my joke, did any kids lose fingers?
You're gonna wait for a response? Let me know in the chat if you lost a finger.
It was recalled in 1997 after too many emergency haircuts.
Emergency
Ah,
haircuts is
yes,
crazy.
your hair is stuck. Ouchie.
That's like the
no, why is it
Barbie
making a
whose
it's
hair would
such a-
grow. The growable Barbie.
The growable, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was
love that.
recalled too.
Yeah.
But the only other one that got recalled for Barbie, well, I'm sure there were more, but was the rollerblade Barbie.
And pregnant Barbie.
Because you'd swallow the
yeah.
rollerblades?
But that wasn't for.
That wasn't,
that
for,
wasn't
the-
in the
for
90s.
safety reasons.
Oh no, that was just because.
Yeah.
Well, it's
not
a
good.
I was saying there were
type of
other
safety.
reasons why other
A different
Barbies
type
were
of safety.
recalled.
Would people swallow the roller skates?
No, they had a flint in them so that they would shoot real sparks when you rollerbladed with them, which is
Oh my
definitely a fire
gosh.
hazard.
That's go
Wait,
cool.
what were these? What were they again?
They were rollerblade Barbies, and in the like
Yes.
little rollerblades, I remember that.
I remember them too.
You'd skid them on the pavement,
Yeah.
and they'd like make little sparks.
Yes.
Can we buy
Wow.
Barbie rollerblade Barbies?
They're
Barbie
recalled.
rollerblades?
They were recalled.
Dude,
No,
my
no, no,
cousins
no,
had
no.
those too,
You're
Nicole.
not
Because
hearing
rollerblades were everything, guys. Like in the early '90s. Did you guys rollerblade?
Yes.
I
Inline
did.
I was
skating.
hardcore into inline skating.
We brinked, bro.
Well, we rollerbladed, and then it turned
Gross.
into inline skating.
from the
Not online.
70s?
Now it's online skating. What are you from the '70s and that?
Online
jacket?
skating, inline skating.
Yeah,
Online.
Inline.
No, like
Inline.
Tony
Inline.
Hawk's Pro Skater
you
4.
can
It's coming out
play
next month.
online inline skating, but
There you go. All right, let's talk some deep cuts. You already talked about Talk Boy. What was Talk Boy? I like that's definitely a deep one.
Talk
Talk
Boy
Boy.
was Home Alone, right?
Yeah, so like if
Yeah.
you recall, it was like made super famous from Home Alone of just like you record your own voice and then be able to like it have its own microphone change in it.
Did you guys have one? I didn't have one.
My cousin had one, but it was actually made as a prop for Home Alone, and
Yeah, and
then
made something real.
they made the real ones, and then it didn't do well until Home Alone went home on VHS, and then they re-recorded, and it was like, oh, and then it was Talk Girl.
Yeah.
I wanted one
so
so bad. It could change your voice,
Yeah.
and it was so cool.
And there was even a copycat
cool.
called Yak Back.
Yes,
I remember Yak Back.
Yak Back.
You'd hold it and like it would record
Yeah,
you,
your
and then it
voice.
was like this
And it would
little
go.
like
Yep.
it was the cheap Talk Boy. That's like
Yep.
what I got.
But okay, this sounds like during Christmas time when you get the Santa and then you say something and it just says it right back to you like in a higher pitched voice.
Yes.
Is it
Yep.
kind of just like that?
Kind of like that, but you
Yeah,
could
but
record and you
more
could
than-
save it. You could like it
Yes.
had like you could
yeah.
have 3 different times. You could like there was some like recorded things.
And you
to
could
shout
change
out,
your
look at that
voice.
fart
Yeah.
noise was so good.
Yeah.
I saved it. You know what I mean?
But do you remember this? Do you remember how it was used in Home Alone?
The talk.
The
talk,
Yak
talk.
Back.
To change.
Or sorry,
Yak
the
Back.
Talk Boy.
The Talk Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He used it to record the movie, and he recorded his uncle in the shower. I think that was Home Alone 2, though.
Yeah, Home Alone 2 he
Yeah,
uses
yeah.
it. Did he use it in Home Alone 1?
No, I think it's just 2.
Just
I
2,
think it's
right?
2,
Yeah.
Yeah. For answering like the bellhop or whatever.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
the pizza,
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
pizza guy came. So
Yep.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to get your yellow, ugly, no good keister off my doorstep, or I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2, 10. I love that movie. Oh, that's my jam.
Do you guys remember a toy called Real Talk and Bubba?
I don't know. Real talk.
No,
It
on
was
the real I do
a
not.
popular talking plush bear known for its wisecracking and smart alecky phrases, and it was a favorite among children in the 1990s.
Huh. He does look familiar, yeah, but I didn't
I did
have
not
that.
like that
Neither
at all.
did I.
He looked like
I was already in my
like
teens by the time that guy
Fozzie.
came out, so
Is
it'd be
Fozzie
weird
from
if
Toy
I was
Story
playing
3?
with that bear. Like I'm in high school, I'm like,
Am I
say it
talking
back
to
to me. Say it back.
Real talk.
Okay, what were some of your other deep cuts?
Okay, like board games. Can I do some board games that I love?
Yes.
Okay. The first one that comes to mind always is Crossfire, but only because the commercial that made it popular in the 90s. I think the game came out in the 80s, but it was like, Crossfire! And these guys were like shooting these little metal beads at these things, and then you play the game and it's just terrible. It's not even fun. It takes forever to try to get one of these things across the board, and you're like, we're still playing? Or like, I think we're done. And you would never finish, but it was great.
That's how I felt.
But that's like every
Yeah.
board game was so
Complicated.
complicated.
Yes.
It made it
Yes.
seem super fun. She's like, yeah, I want to do that. And she's like, no, you really have to
Never
be an
win.
And they
engineer
all
to play
had
this
like
game.
200 parts.
Yeah. No, and then you lose one, and then now the game is ruined forever. But then, did
Never
you play
play it again.
Icebreaker?
Icebreaker, was the one where
Yeah, with the
they
little
fit
ham-
together
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
hammer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but the
was that-
real thin ice, the one where you put like a paper, like a
Yes.
thin sheet of like
On
a
thin
paper
ice. Or
towel.
what was it called?
On a paper towel.
Yeah, so you take a
Wait.
paper towel,
Yeah.
and you dunk it in water, and you put it into a little thing, and then you have to put marbles on top of it.
Until
and
it
the
would
first
fall through.
Marble that fell
Thin
through.
ice. You guys didn't play this game? It's
I
called
don't-
Thin
I-
Ice.
No.
So yeah,
That
you would get
sounds
either like
cool.
a paper towel or like toilet paper if whatever, and then you lightly
You
wet
can't
it,
afford the
and then
paper
you would
towels.
take like these like little pincher tongs, right?
Yep.
And you would place it like on the the paper towel, and eventually it gets so heavy that it falls through, and you've broken the ice. Like, were there like little penguins, or was that the ice blocks game? I'm confusing those two games in my
Yeah,
head.
I know. I
Yeah.
can't remember if there were probably penguins.
It seemed like a penguin
I feel
kind
like-
of affair.
Ice and penguins just went hand in hand.
Yes.
Yeah. One of mine was the Etch-a-Sketch.
I love
Did
an
you guys have
Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
Did that come out in the
That,
90s?
that ones are older than the 90s, but Etch-a-Sketch
But made
was
popular
great.
Etch-a-Sketches are
by
great.
I think they
Disney's
resurfed.
and Pixar's Toy Story that came out in 1995. I know that for a
It's
fact.
like, I mean, like classic toys though you played with, like Light
Yeah.
Bright and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all these
Light
things
Bright.
that were just like classic.
Do you remember the OG iPod?
That came out in
that
the
came out
90s.
in the
Nope.
90s?
Oh, I was like, how did we get here?
Nope.
Yeah.
We had hit clips.
Oh, the one tracks.
The
yeah,
one
yeah,
tracks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hit
yeah.
clip.
With just
Yeah.
the MP3.
You have, like,
Yes.
It was the MP3 of
Yes.
one
Bye,
song.
bye, just on. It's like, you got
get
one
one
banger
song.
and
But
you
I'm
move
gonna
on,
keep
bro.
listening
It's
to
like,
it,
all
yeah.
right.
Did you have a hit clip?
I did.
Yeah.
What was your hit clip?
It was by
Was it really?
It's like-
Oh my
it was
god!
by-
Please sing that for us, Doc.
It starts with hey hey. Oh, it does start with bye
I'm
bye bye.
doing this tonight.
Girl, how we gonna start a fight? I know this can't be right. Hey baby, come on. I
Yes.
loved you endlessly, but you weren't there for me. Now I come to see. Yeah, leave me alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I wanna see you out that door, baby. Pop, pop, pop.
And that was it. And then you had to do that over and over and over on your hit clips.
Yeah, it literally just be done. It's like, and restart. Thank you.
I was like, Kalilah, do you remember a board game called Dream Phone?
Yes.
How come she only gets to remember Dream Phone?
Do you remember Dream
Yes,
Phone?
I remember Dream Phone.
What was Dream
Really?
Phone? What was Dream Phone again?
Dream Phone is like, you got to find out your little secret date. So you're sitting there. I'm talking about the right game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
he
you pick
does
up
know
the
Dream Phone.
and then it's just like the love of your life just calling. It's like,
Wait, it's like audio?
It's a audio.
Who was your guy?
message
Who
of
was your guy? Do you remember?
there are multiple guys.
It was a bunch.
Yeah.
But was
It
there
a
one that
bunch.
like you like wanted?
No, but I did remember Dream Date Barbie game. It was a actual
Like a Guess
board
Who?
game, and
Okay.
then you would have to pair the different matches. I played that into the ground. That was associated with the Dream phone.
Speaking of
So.
associated, I was a sociopath because I played the game this is where I got into acting originally. Because you'd pick up the phone and just be
I
like,
was a sociopath.
why are you calling my daughter? They would just sit this back. Would you like to go
Oh my
on a
God.
date? It's like, where are you taking her? Movies at 7. I'll pick you up. And I'm like, that's where I jumped in. I love that phone. It
I
was great.
feel like we just need a whole TikTok series of Doc
Oh, I love-
going
yeah.
on Dream Phone
Find me a
dates.
Dream Phone,
Yes.
and I got y'all. I got it covered.
Yes.
It was a great
Oh
time.
my God! If any of you guys out there have a lead on a Dream Phone, please let us know because
A
I
lead?
want to see
What do you
this.
think of Dream Phone?
Is this what you're looking for?
Now, not all of the toys in the 90s do deserve a comeback, so I do have another fun game, which is guess the game from the bad review.
Okay.
Oh, I
This
like
is
that.
a board game.
I like that.
No,
Board game.
just all games.
Okay.
All game.
And so
All
I just
games.
pulled some very silly bad
Like Marco
reviews
Polo?
of some toys that like maybe should be left in the 90s.
Okay.
All right.
Like
All
the
right.
Velcro sticky pads with the tennis ball.
mitts.
The
The-
mitts,
yeah, the
whatever that's
mitts.
called.
Oh,
That was a
Sticky
fun
catch
game.
toss.
What?
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
for
no,
like
no,
2
no.
seconds. And then you're like, you know what? I think I'm good.
I feel like that's
I
how
don't
you
know.
play with all dogs in a dog park.
I would
Yeah.
like to give my
Okay,
official
fair.
favorite 90s toy that I know 1000% is mine. Did you guys ever have spin jammers?
Yes.
That was my favorite. You guys are looking at me
Wait,
like
wait.
crazy.
I
But
don't-
just
I've
describe
never-
it.
what
What was
is
the
it?
spin jammer
It's
again?
a frisbee that has like a little
Yes, with the
divot
thing in
it.
the middle, and you
So
could
you
spin
s-
it.
you literally
Yes, I loved those, dude. I had an orange one, an
My
orange and
favorite-
black. It was
mine
orange and black.
Mine
Yeah.
was blue and like deep silver.
Ah,
I love that spin jammer.
cool.
That's my bring
jammer.
bring
Was
back a
that
spin
was that
jammer.
90s? Was that a 90s one?
I was in the 3rd grade, so I would hope so.
But I feel like I had that though too as a kid, and we had it in the 80s. I think we did.
let me
Spin
have this,
jammers.
bro.
Nope. I'm here to correct all facts so that you in the comments don't have
I
to.
hope it came out in 1990. Even just done.
I hope I'm wrong after that sort of comment too.
All right. Here's your first
here's our
bad
review.
review.
Uh-oh.
This doll, well, Doc already kind of got this one, but I love this bad review. This doll's
Spin
realistic urination feature is more like a fire hose gone wild.
Patty piss piss.
Patty
That's
piss.
that's a lot. Is what
Patty,
he said.
Patty piss a
Wee-wee.
lot. Yeah.
Now I have
What
a
is it?
soaked living room and a traumatized cat.
Baby wee wee.
Baby wee wee. Right?
Yeah, she said
Baby
it
piss a
though.
lot.
I couldn't think of it. It was baby piss is more.
All right.
You'll
Baby
piss
wee
yourself.
wee.
If you want a doll that doubles as a coat rack and a potential heart attack inducer, look no further.
Coat rack?
you
Coat
can
rack
hang?
and heart attack inducer. Okay, so it's big.
Is this a cap? No, Cabbage Patch isn't that big. A coat rack?
No, Teddy Ruxpin was the 80s.
Oh, is this the
You got it.
Betty
Nah,
Spaghetti?
Nope. Think of larger toys. Like it has to be tall enough for you to hang a coat on.
Oh, American Girl doll?
Nope.
No,
not
what
that
is it?
big.
What's a big doll?
don't know what's
I'm
a
trying
big
to
doll.
remember. Oh, those were the Barbie, my size Barbie. Oh, I wanted it so
Oh my
bad.
God, yes!
I wanted those so bad. I
Never
never
in my life
got
have you seen
it.
it.
Oh, life
It's like
size
a
Barbie.
Please, God,
3
bring it
foot
out right now for
tall
Kalilah.
Barbie.
Yes.
It was so
My size.
creepy.
My size.
My friend had one, and I remember like we would put that was the haunted doll in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
My size Barbie.
No, for me, it's those dolls that blink.
Wow.
I literally, I hate those. I hate those.
Mommy.
Yeah. Don't do that.
All right.
They put their head down.
Yeah. They close their eyes, and then one of them
They
gets
don't.
stuck.
First of all, the eye doesn't
And it
close.
just kind of twitches when you do it.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Teaches kids the valuable lesson of spending money they don't have on things they don't need. Thanks, 90s consumerism.
That could be anything.
Unless
I
it's
will
a
give this as a
bang-bang.
board game.
Monopoly? No.
Oh,
no, that's not.
Life?
Trouble. Life. No.
What
Life.
is the
Buying things.
I'm like,
yeah.
what was
It was
the one
another-
with other
It came out
currency?
in the 90s.
It was
though, right?
another board game that had a million parts and was very complicated to set up.
Came out in the 90s.
Drawing blanks.
Do you remember a game called Mall Madness?
Oh yes,
No.
I do remember Mall Madness. And
There's
it had
a-
didn't have like electronic pieces. Like,
Yeah.
You had to have batteries for it. Yeah.
There's a
Oh
there's a
my
sale
goodness.
on jewelry. Head on over to that store.
Oh, God.
Wow.
You had you had a credit card.
Yes.
And so you had to swipe your credit card at
the
all the
little-
different
yeah.
stores.
Yes.
It literally was just
Wow.
consumerism.
And then the batteries
They
would
knew.
die, and you would just like try to play it.
Go
It would
buy
just be
some
not
more.
fun at
I'm
all.
like, store.
All right, a game where a motorized bucket spits balls at you. Sounds fun until you realize you're essentially playing fetch with yourself.
Yes, Johnny Bucket or something. What was that called? Yeah, you would like.
I like that he got a name.
He had like
Johnny
the
Bucket. Is
scoop,
that the
and he would
name?
like scoop it back and put it in his head. What was that little thing called? I know the toy.
This is a real toy?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm thinking like the
Mr.
you know,
Bucket.
Mr. Bucket!
Yes. Let's go.
Like, when you when
Mr.
you're training
Bucket.
for baseball or whatever, or even just like in basketball, you have like the self shoot machine. I'm just like, oh, it's just one of those, or like the tennis pitch
Yeah,
machines.
they're
I'm
just
like,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm just like, oh, I didn't know this came out.
No,
in the
this
90s.
was
Stuff.
Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Bucket was basically that.
That's what
but
they
just
called
for
me on the
children.
basketball court too. Mr. Bucket.
Bucket.
Nobody called him that. Let's go. They called. I'm so good.
No, they called me
me
White Boy. They called me
basketball.
White Boy. Actually, that was my nickname.
All right, pulled the wrong booger and his brain popped out. Now my kid's a neurosurgeon.
Oh,
I remember that.
Slice.
What is it called? She's had us play
That
something
was
like
so
this on
gross.
People
Because
versus
That
Food.
was so
literally
gross.
from the
The snot thing,
What
like where you
comes
pull him out of his
out.
nose, right?
Yep.
Don't wake
Mr.
something.
something.
Ned.
No, Don't Wake the Dragon was another board game.
Yeah.
Mr. Ned.
Mr. Ned. Yeah, Ned. Ned is asleep. He's a sleepy Ned.
Like
Ned's
that.
declassified.
The name of this game is actually like another slang for what you would call a booger.
Schnot. Nose candy. Gold.
Snot.
Pick for gold.
A gooey Louie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gooey
Gooey
Louie.
Let me see a gooey Louie
That
right
was
now.
gross. I never wanted those.
All right.
Am I going?
No. Are you going?
I've got some nostrils.
That was
Hold on.
disgusting.
Well, look away. Avert your eyes.
Don't
Doc was checking for me. I'm good?
Yeah.
No Gooey Louie.
After inspection.
Gooey Louie. Gooey Louie.
All right,
Gooey
next
Louie.
one.
Louie.
You guys will definitely know this one, I hope. Instructions unclear. Now I have a colony of brine shrimp plotting their revenge.
Oh,
Now
yes.
have a colony of
Sea
what?
monkeys.
Yeah, sea
Sea
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure, for sure.
But that's the like
The
60s, though,
The
right?
Amazing Live Sea Monkeys. Yeah, that was probably older
Yeah,
than
that
the 90s.
came out. My mom talked about having those as a kid.
The
I'm such a stickler and a corrector. I apologize, everyone. I suck.
This alarm clock. This alarm clock sounds like a spaceship crashing. Effective, but now I have PTSD.
This
Alarm
alarm
clock.
clock.
Alarm clock? Is it the one that? No, the wheels came out like way late.
I know that it had a giant digital display, right? It had just because every clock in the 90s was just like the letters were this big. And remember old alarm sounds? Does anyone have an old alarm sound for me? Like a Yeah, that's a really
that's
good.
the
That was a good one.
classic.
That's a classic.
That's the classic.
Okay, hit me
I
with
mean,
one,
the
Kalilah.
classic is the bell.
Give me a little alarm sound.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Are you awake?
It's the cadence.
That's the one. Yeah,
cadence.
it's the one that was like that's that really the high pitcher one too. Yeah, I like.
Do you
my cousin
guys-
Nick had that one.
Do you remember the Nickelodeon Time Blaster alarm clock?
No.
No.
It was like this device, and it had like a little squiggly on top. It was so annoying. It just made the most. It made all of those noises,
At the same time?
basically.
At the same time.
Wow.
It's like a car alarm. It's just like going in succession.
Okay, and then this last one was honestly a toy that I didn't remember, but in my research I found this one. It's like Mr. Potato Head's creepy cousin who only comes out during Halloween. My child sleeps with the lights on now.
Is it because his head? I remember it looking like.
It's not the one that grows hair, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No.
The bald,
Yeah.
and you would pluck that out.
Yeah, I remember
Oh.
that
But
too. I can't
the
remember
Halloween
name
has
of
to be
it.
some type of clue.
Yeah.
A skeleton?
Was it a Jack Skellington something?
Oh, maybe the hair came out.
'Cause-
Or like things came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what is it? What were you thinking?
What is his name?
Mon-
It looks like. Oh, say it.
Monster Face.
Never heard of this man in my
Oh
life.
no,
we
that's
see
a
Monster
deep
Face?
cut
You
right
see
there.
it?
That is a deep cut.
That's a deep cut. I knew Nicole would
Monster
have some
face.
deep cuts.
Those are called lacerations.
All right, we are towards the end of the podcast, and it is time
To
for
duel?
us to duel.
Get wrecked.
Oh, okay,
However-
okay. Get wrecked.
You're going to be the very best that no one ever was.
Yes.
Let's go.
It's definitely more 90s.
The
Yes.
very best that no one ever was.
Bum, bum, bum.
To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. It's Pokemon that understands the power that's inside. Pokemon,
Gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. You know it's my destiny, Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend in the world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta. It's so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all.
gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon. And you can drop
So
that.
we are each picking.
We're not using any of that. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm using all of that. We are each picking our fighter to enter the ring, but only one will survive.
Can they be evolved?
You too, thank you.
Can they be evolved already?
We're not picking Pokemon. We're
Magic
picking
Magikarp.
90. We're picking 90.
I was
I
like, wait a second.
understand.
I can only pick one. There's 151 I need to consider.
We are each picking our favorite toy from the 90s, and we are going to argue the case for why we think that is the one toy that deserves a comeback.
Okay.
And then collectively, we're going to vote on who has the best pitch for their 90s toy.
Okay. I think we need to improve on moon shoes, make them safe, get these kids out there, get them active again. You know what I mean? Get a little break from the game for the day and get outside. Go jump and play.
How do you make moon shoes safe?
Well, that's not up to me.
better stability.
I'm not
Yeah,
the engineer.
yeah.
Okay.
Partner with some, what are they called? The orthopedic for feet. You're a foot doctor.
A podiatrist.
A podiatrist to get some good stability on your footing and your ankles. And just we could engineer something better.
How about Radio Flyer? Let's get Radio Flyer on board. You know what I mean? They make safe toys.
Is that
like
a wagon?
Durable. Yeah, like a wagon.
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
make
yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
Scooters and things.
Okay,
Can they make
so,
moon shoes?
so Jace's pitch is for moon shoes to make a comeback. That's your 90s
Yeah,
toy
yours.
that deserves a comeback.
Yes.
Go nuts.
I really believe that we should update the Tamagotchis to have things and tasks that you need to do in order to make your pet grow. You know, so it'll keep up that taking care, but it also could be like, you know, solve these math problems, solve these such and such before, you know, have it interactive, still keeping it with AI. You know, we love our devices, but taking them off of the internet.
I would
Yeah,
second
I
that,
like that.
if you could teach the pet to like train itself on just like learn to potty train, so that way the alarm doesn't go off as bad. Like whatever. Is the feeder okay for him to eat? Is he overeating? Can we like whatever?
They
like,
didn't
on the
have a
schedule?
sleep timer. Maybe we add a sleep timer
Right,
for the
so-
parents so
yeah,
that
I-
it has to be off
I think
between
we
those
could upgrade
hours.
it in different ways. I hear your points.
Thank you.
But you both are incorrect. Here's the correct answer.
Oh, okay.
There are these things called sock and boppers, right? Bring back violence, but hear me out. It's a very humbling violence, because as much as in your head, when you're young, you feel invincible until you realize like, no, your mortality is a real thing. But I digress. Anyways, you put these things on, you call your brother out because you pissed me off.
Oh, yeah.
You ate the last Go-Gurt, you doo-doo head, you
Was it
lint
frozen or
licker.
just in the fridge?
It was just in the fridge.
Okay.
I'm not an animal. Anyways,
The frozen is
Frozen
better.
yogurt is
No, it's
incredible,
not.
but
It's literally a sorbet.
So one, let's settle this art. First of all, you're wrong about frozen Go-Gurts. I challenge you to fisticuffs. We're gonna put on some sock and
some sock
boppers.
and boppers?
And real quick, boom, boom, boom. I didn't think I didn't know Jayse was as strong as I thought.
Oh,
I
no.
got humbled.
I've been
so
humbled,
now,
yeah,
when you
before.
go into the streets thinking like, one, I don't have protective mittens, those punches are gonna hurt more. Now I don't feel inclined to be mad because one, I got out that aggression, and I now know my limits from an early age as
Wow.
a child. Bring it back. Thank
that's
you
a
very
pretty
much.
that's a pretty solid, convincing
a
pitch.
pretty-
It's a pretty convincing
Yeah,
pitch.
it's a good
Well-
platform.
And it's good
You
for
can still
dentists.
buy them on Amazon.
Okay.
I don't know. I was going through this and trying to think real hard. However, I think that Doc made the most compelling argument for
Yeah.
Dream Phone.
Oh, Dream Phone. Oh man, Dream Phone.
Dream phone.
But like it
Inspirational
was
Dream
so
Phone.
much fun to
Yeah.
do that, and it created mystery, it created intrigue, it created storytelling. It was a game that like made you think and rationalize and deduce, and I feel like critical thought is missing from a lot of the games that are being presented to younger generations. So I feel like bringing back stuff that has that thought process and like the thought process of elimination and like learning how to make those decisions at a young age would be a really powerful game to bring back now.
I concur.
I like that. Can we have Doc in there though as well when he's like, "Hey,
Well, Doc's
what's your
one of-
5-year plan?
one
What
of
does your
the
portfolio look like, kid? Are you making moves to try to start your own business?" Like it's and it's a little bit more aggressive and like, "Hey, let's."
Yeah.
let's
It's Dream Phone parental. Wait, what was the MTV show with the parents?
Oh, Control?
Parental
Was it
Control
Yeah.
Edition.
Yeah, parental control.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it's Dream
Dream
Phone,
Phone, Parental
brought to you
Control.
by MTV's Parental Control, starring
get it-
Doc.
Do you know what a 401k is? How many funnels of income are you looking to have within the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Why are you
There we
worthy
go.
of dating money? And you gotta think.
Answer
This
that.
game would
Because-
sell. This
yeah.
would be a great game.
Hold on. What if we also incorporate Kalilah's idea where it's also educational? So dad's like, "Give me the square root of 81 right now." That's right. Yeah.
Right.
You didn't know that quick enough?
That's
it's not
right.
fast enough to
Did
date
you
my
say
daughter.
9?
So they also
Press
learn.
1.
And it could be specific to industry, because it could be like if you're going to be a doctor, what is a scalpel? Okay,
Yeah.
you a lawyer.
Where's that
did you
hypothalamus
pass the bar?
gland?
Where is it?
an instrument used to make incisions smaller than 8 centimeters.
All right. So what are our 4 games?
What games?
Or what
Moon
are
shoes.
4
Moon
choices?
shoes.
Moon
It
shoes,
was
bring
Moon
you to the
Shoes,
moon.
Tamagotchi,
Sock and boppers.
Sock and Boppers,
Or Dream Phone.
or Dream
Brought to you by
Phones.
Doc.
But what
Brought
would
to you by
have
Doc.
the best theme
So-
song in the commercial, though? Which one would have the best
Whoa.
theme song?
That's definitely
Sock and boppers. Sock and
Yeah, Sock and
boppers.
Boppers is
Definitely.
pretty
More
good.
fun than a pillow fight.
Put your hands inside.
See?
Oh, see?
All right.
Sock and boppers. Sock and boppers. You can't beat sock and boppers, bro.
I think we have our winner. So Sock and Boppers, make a comeback. Make a comeback now.
You barely could buy them on Amazon. But parents, don't be afraid to buy your kids some sock and poppers and just put them in the ring. Record it. Bet on it. I'll bet on it.
Tag him.
10 grand.
Tag 'em. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are there other 90s toys that you think should make a comeback?
Let us know.
Let us
I'm
know.
interested.
Yes,
I read the
please.
comments and I'll let you know you're wrong.
Yeah, I'll read the comments and I'll also list like 30 other toys that I think we could have talked about today. But,
Yeah.
Doc's gonna fight you with Sock and Boppers
For
if
sure.
you're
Yes.
He will
if you
physically
disagree.
fight you with the
Here's
Sock
my
and
plan.
Boppers.
When my son turns 13 and gets into that lad, like, shut up, dad, age. Son, Put these on.
And then he's going to be he's going to do only gentle parenting. He's going to be the nicest dad. He will never do this. He thinks he will now, but then he'll have a kid. It'll never happen.
All right, did you guys have fun?
Oh, we had a
Yeah,
blast. Did you
absolutely.
have
A good
fun?
time.
I had a great time. Anything you want to say to the audience?
Did you have fun?
I love you.
Subscribe and follow us.
Yeah,
Comment
make
below.
sure to like. It's free. Share it with your parents because they're probably our age, and they love this. Oh yeah!
And write a review. Write a nice one for us,
Yes.
right? Or send it to someone you don't like
Yes.
because you think we're mid or whatever
Right.
it is.
If you're thinking
I
about
like-
adding us to
that was good.
your weekly podcast, like, bro, sometimes draw used to be long. We could be the new source. We got you. Sometimes.
But 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
right.
5 estrellas, por favor.
All right, thanks, guys. Sing us out.
Moon shoes.
Moon shoes, take me to the moon.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
That was nice.
good.
Take me to the moon.
Oh, I think we have it. Moon shoes. Leave it in the comments if you think it should have been moon shoes.
I was gonna throw my head in the ring, but not following that.